Okay, now I'm pulling the plastic over, and what I'm doing, I've got a bunch of these spring clamps I've had for doing other hobbies and stuff, and I'm clamping it to the runners that run up and down, so I can, because it's a little breezy, and that way I can just slowly keep working the plastic over this way. So this is an easy way to do it. Since my throw beds are all sturdy and well put up, and there's not much rain right now, I can literally just step up on the throw bed to work it over. Clamp to my shirt. As I work it on over, until I get it back down to that runner, which is where this level needs to be. Just a simple matter of keep on doing that and moving my clamps until I get it all pulled over here to where I want it to be and want it stapled at. Okay, and this is pretty much it. Just going around the ends, pulling everything down tight, flapping it where it needs to flap over. This is just an overlap where the side piece that I had to add in is coming around. Rain will go down in, I don't care, it'll still seal up good enough to help hold the temperature in. Then on the sides, and I'm going to do the same thing around the door and along the base at the front, but you can see where I'm adding these runners in. Nail these down, a nail every 8 to 10 inches or so on top of the staples that I've already put in there. That plastic's never going to go anywhere. It'll have to be cut away because this would have to pull out before the plastic would tear away. It's pinching the plastic down in. So for the length of time it needs to last, which will be probably about 4 months, because it's November 3rd or 4th right now. Yeah, I'm still working on these, but November 3rd or 4th right now. Only needs to last until, say, the end of February, mid-April, so about 3.5 months. So it should be fine. A nice little hoop house. Still got to do some work on the back because the plastic's not quite long enough. Gonna add some more in back there. Like I said, plastic best I could find was 20 foot wide, and I really need 25 foot to go over the house that I'm making, which is why I added the 5 foot from this side down. So it's gonna be a nice little hoop house. Like I said, I got my 6 grow beds in here still. Everything's contained, and I'll put a heater down here. I'm probably just gonna make like a pot-bellied stove out of that water tank that I've got from the water heater, and just put it down here and vent it out the top. And so all I've got left to do is close up a little bit of the back, finish getting it stapled down. I've got to finish doing the other side. It's still slack at the bottom. I've got to put one more piece of the rabbit fence that I use for the climbing stuff, because I'm going to plant some peas on this end that will need to climb. Just a couple. It's just for snow peas. I only like them when they're, pull them off before they fully develop, and for stir fry, and go from there. And I'm the only one that likes them. So then the rest of it, she's going to plant broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, whatever she wants. I'll have some tomatoes down here, and I'm going to plant the lettuce in the channel down there. And It's actually warmer in here than it is outside here right now, I believe. Oh, and this plastic is what they call clear 4 mil plastic. That's as clear as it gets. I mean, you can see my hand through it, but it's not terribly clear. Okay, we went around today, this morning, and finished attaching everything and filled in. She went a little crazy with the wood chips there along the deck, and then bricks along here. I've got the door framed. We finished all the framing on the front. Got the strips on all the plastic to hold it down. I know it looks all bunched up, but that's just folds to take in the slack for following around the curve. There's the door framed up, got its handle. I just was waiting on hinges, and then just stacked wood chips along this side. All that to keep the rabbit out. And apparently he's going to run wild in the yard. But then around here on the back side, because of the channel system I've got, I made this part of the back wall a flap. I put rabbit fence in for the rabbit, of course. And like I said, that way I can just swing it back, access anything I have planted in the back side of the channel system, drop it back down. I've got a couple bricks down here that I'll keep up against it to hold it back. It's got a board attached across the bottom for weight to hold it down. There it is. The back's all framed up. Like I said, I've got the flap section hanging back there. It's good all the way around. The sun will be coming from that side, so it'll be right there on the grow beds, which is why I changed the climbing fences. So now it can climb up without shading everything out. And so all I've got really left to do is hang the door, and there's the culprit right there. Of course, with winter coming on, it's for heat too, but a lot of it's just to keep him out. And he's been running around checking everything out. He's been in there several times. I'm surprised he didn't go in there just then.